morning, children. Teacher is going to continue the lesson. So, yesterday's lesson we saw the male and the female reproductive organ of the flower, and we learned it in detail, isn't it? Now, we all have seen flowers on all types of plants, isn't it? Mostly all the plants have got flowers. Have you seen anything else other than the flower on the plant? Yes, you have seen fruits and you have seen seeds. What is the function of these fruits and seeds? Why does a plant produce fruit and seed? Do you know that? Think about it. Then, what is the function of the flower? Have you ever thought why there are flowers on plants? No, isn't it? Now, we all know that living organisms reproduce, isn't it? What is the meaning of reproduction? Have you heard the word reproduction? You must have heard, isn't it? They reproduce. In the smaller classes you would have heard reproduce. All living organisms reproduced. How does the animals reproduce? They give birth to young ones. You must have seen a dog has a baby. A human being has a baby child. Birds lay eggs. The eggs hatch out and babies come out. That process of producing your young ones is called as reproduction. So what is reproduction? When an organism produces its young one to maintain its ancestry. That is given in your textbook. You can see here. What is reproduction? Reproduction is the process by which organisms produce their young ones to retain their ancestry. What is the meaning of ancestry? We know unless we reproduce, unless an organism reproduce, unless they have young ones, the life will not go on. Suppose all living organisms stops producing the young ones, what will happen? That particular thing will be washed away from the earth. Haven't we heard about endangered animals? Isn't it? That is, olden days there was dinosaur and all. Now do you find those dinosaurs? No. For certain reasons they got vanished from the earth. So that is stopping of their ancestry. So suppose we do not reproduce, human beings do not reproduce, we will not have children and the whole human beings will be wiped away from the face of the earth. So that is happening to certain organisms which when they are not reproducing, their ancestry is being lost. So reproduction is a very important process for the living organism because it is a process which helps in retaining the ancestry of a particular organism. So did you understand what is reproduction? Now why am I telling about this reproduction when I am teaching you about plants? We know that the plants produce fruits, isn't it? And the fruits contains seeds. Why does a fruit have the seed? Have you ever thought of it? When you have a vegetable garden, what do we go and plant there? We plant a seed. And what comes out from the seed? A baby plant comes out from the seed. That is reproduction in plants. So now what is the function of the flower? Yes, this flower is the reproductive organ of a plant. We learned about the male reproductive part and we learned about the female reproductive part, isn't it? But what is a flower? The flower is the reproductive organ of a plant. Have you wondered? You will be thinking, how can the flower produce a baby plant? Yes, we are going to learn about in detail. So before learning that, we have to learn little more parts. Yesterday we learned about the female reproductive part, isn't it? That is made up of stigma, style and ovary and ovule, and androecium is made up of filament and anther. Now, little more about it we are going to learn. I told you the androecium is made up of filament and anther. Now in this anther, this top part is the anther. Here you can see yellow color powder. I was going on telling you about yellow color powder, isn't it? What is this yellow color powder? If I take it on my finger, it will stick onto my finger. Can you see? It will stick onto my finger. Now this powder which is coming on my finger, this is called as pollen. What is it called as? Pollen. It is called as pollen or also pollen grains. It is called as pollen or pollen grains. This pollen helps in the reproduction of the flower. So in the androecium, you have filament and anther. On the anther, you have pollen grains. Inside the pollen grains, what is there? There is something called as the male gamete. What is that? On the anther, there is pollen grain. Inside this pollen grain, there is male gamete. That male gamete we cannot see with our naked eyes. Understood? We cannot see that with the, even under the microscope, we will not be able to see the male gamete because it is very, very small. High power microscope is needed for the male gamete to be seen. We cannot see it with the eyes. So, in the androecium, in the anther of the androecium, there is pollen grains. Inside the pollen grains, there is the male gamete. What about the female? We know gynoecium is the female reproductive part. In the gynoecium, we learnt about the ovary, isn't it? Inside the ovary, what is there? Ovules is there. Inside the ovary, ovule is there. Inside the ovule, there is something called as the egg. So the female part of the flower contains ovary. Inside the ovary there is ovule. Inside the ovule there is egg. In the male, in the anther. In the anther of the androecium there is pollen or pollen grains. Okay, inside the pollen grains there is male gamete. Now this egg and this male gamete has to come together for reproduction, that we will learn in the next class. So this class we have to learn only this, that is in the anther of the male reproductive part we have pollen grains. Inside the pollen grains we have male gamete. In the gynoecium there is ovary. Inside the ovary there is ovule. We have already seen that. Inside the ovule there is egg. What I will do is, we will observe this pollen grains under the microscope. Okay, these pollen grains we will observe it under the microscope so you can see the pollen grains more clearly. So teacher will take the microscope. Here I have another flower. You can see all the flowers are not the same. In the shoe flower, the gynoecium and the androecium is like this. But here see this one, you know this flower, isn't it? In this flower, see, this is the androecium here and this is the gynoecium. The stigma, the style and the ovary and ovule is here down. This is the filament. This is the filament and this is the anther. Here also there is pollen grains on yellow color. Can you see that there is pollen grains on top? So each flowers, androecium and the gynoecium may differ in shape and size. Okay, so we are going to observe the pollen grains under the microscope. For that, let me take the microscope. I am taking the microscope here, and then what are we to do? We have to collect the pollen grains onto a slide. So I am just cutting this part of the shoe flower. This part also, the top part also I am cutting. I am taking only the androecium here. Now we will keep 2 or 3 filaments. I am cutting it off. We will keep it here on the slide so that we will be able to see it little more clearly. So I am going to keep it on the slide like this, and then we will observe it under a microscope. Children, here you can see yellow color ball like things, isn't it? That is the pollen grain. See, when we take it in our hand, it is very small and tiny, but under the microscope, see how it is? Can you see those pollen grains under the microscope? See how nicely you can see few pollen grains which were very small, which we could not see with the eye. See how it looks beautiful, isn't it? So these are the pollen grains, and the main gametes are there inside the pollen grains. Yes, okay, so we are going to observe the ovule grains under the microscope. You can see the ovules here inside. This is what you can see. Here is a single ovule. Can you see? It's a single ovule. Children, I don't know whether you can see it very clearly because the ovules are white in color. These are the ovules which you can see under the microscope. Can you see it? Some teeth like thing? Those are the ovules, because it's not like how we see with our naked eyes. Under the microscope it is zoomed up. So these are the ovules under the microscope, and the egg is inside the ovule. So children, now we have observed the androecium, that is the pollen grains, and the ovary under the microscope, isn't it? So for today your work is write down the answer what is reproduction in your notebook. Teacher will send the notes by PDF, so please copy those notes in your notebook. Thank you.